All right. Welcome back to Orebound. We're on season 1, episode like 14, I think. We're gonna get loaded in here, and we're gonna jump right into some farming. Last episode, we were working on some of the steam stuff. The more I've looked at it and thought about it, it's gonna bother the crud out of me the way those pipes are. I'm not going to do it on this episode, but I am going to build a second tier and have that as like my steam and water room. I might even do a second tier, steam, then water, or something like that. And I'll have a single pipe coming down or going up, so that all the messiness is not out on the floor there. But that's a whole rework for another day. Today, in this episode, we are going to be working on food because I'm getting low on that juicy boar meat that I've been eating on. And so, yeah, we want to work on the farm. So, let's get started with that. Farming. Farming, we need automated farming, more accurately, because I'm not doing standard farming because that just would drive me insane. We're going to collect the crops automatically. And so that's really important to be aware of when laying this out, because I need conveyor belts because these are collections, right? So it's going to leave this system and go be collected. Now, also, this has to get supplied with water. I think that pipe is water, if I remember right. So we got some things to kind of think about and work through on that. And then the other piece is the brewery stations. They're going to take steam, I believe. I don't think they take water. So let's go ahead and start looking at a layout here and figuring out how we can do this. So if we were to take and let's say kind of leave the center open for pipe runs and things like that. And we put this bad boy, let's say something like this, right? And then we were to take and grab a water pipe. And let's see, one's going to be to run to the next split, and one's going to be to feed the water, whatever we're building. So we're going to go ahead and kind of go with that kind of a concept here. So we're going to bring this down. Right, and then we would be turning it to hook up to there. So that way it's got water, which I think is all it has to have. And then it's going to have a conveyor belt coming out to a collection system. Now, kind of thinking that out and looking at that, we would end up, I'm sure, wanting to end up with a central conveyor belt being fed into mergers with food plots on both sides, not just the one side. At least that's the way I kind of envision this to go. So we're going to go ahead and grab this and run it down. That's going to end up getting fed into that one. And I'm going to have messed that up because I went too close. There we go. All right, so now that one is going to be able to feed. Yeah, let's say that we take this and it goes roughly. Let's say it goes roughly. Oh, so here's what I got to be careful of. If I was to put it there, right? We would not probably have a good spacing for our belts. It might work, but it's probably going to be rough. So let's go ahead and get our belts dealt with here. Let's see, we want a merger because we want to take and we want to basically take and run a belt from here into this. It'd be nice if it didn't look quite so janky, and it can look better if I push that down a little further. But if I do so, then we need even more room, right? I don't know. That's tough. I kind of want to, you know? I kind of want to bring this out and then turn it all nice and prettified, and which is going to put it like somewhere down there, basically. So if we were to take our merger and it was to say maybe go a little further. I'm not sure if that's quite far enough. Yeah, see, we're still kind of twisted up, man. Go just a little further. Now, with that, I wonder, would it do better if we took that one out, maybe? Let's see. Would it look better? I mean, that's a decent little flow. I mean, that's not bad, right? And then on this side over here, what? Iron ingots. All right, fine. I'll go get them. But just seriously. Anyway, so then kind of mirror it there. And then have this one. The first one I'm going to be able to suck up both. The next one's not going to be quite so pretty. I don't know how many of these we're going to do. And do I want to lay them out like that? Thinking. Because if we were to run them the other way, I don't know. I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that a little bit. I'm not sure that's the way I want to run them. What the heck did I need? Seriously, what did I need? I forgot. Iron ingots, cogs, copper. So the iron ingots are probably my problem. I can almost guarantee that iron ingots are my problem. Let's see. So iron ingots are coming out of there, coming down and hitting this bad boy. So if we, where's my toggle? Where's my turn off button? That's a great question, sir. Here it is. Okay, so if we were to shut you down and shut you down for just a brief amount of time here, then what would happen is these are going to start to get jammed up, and eventually they'll get jammed up and they won't go anywhere. See how they're starting to stack here? So we'll let that happen for a little bit. And while that happens, we're going to come up here and see if I've got any in storage. We might. I don't remember. Let's see. It's not going to be in that stack. If I even have them. I mean, I might not. I don't remember. There's 100. I'll take it. And I better go ahead and grab that and the food too. Grab that. Yeah, we're gonna let this stack for a minute because we are getting like super duper low on it. All right. So back to the conversation at hand. So over here, we could run it the way I'm kind of laying it out here. The other way we could go is to have all of these side by side, and then what's that going to look like? We would come off of the one. I mean, we still end up in a very similar sit rep. What would be better? Have this come down the middle, and then I'm afraid we're gonna run out of room. Like dreadfully afraid we're gonna run out of room. We can't go that way more than we are really. So I'm kind of leaning towards pull this. Kind of leaning towards doing it this way. So we basically end up with our automated food plots. If we line them up this way, we're going to have water pipe coming down and hitting. It's going to have to go underneath the conveyor belt, or we got to come in from behind. Now, coming in from behind, though, that might be the way to go. So rather than having that there, have it come in from the back side. So that essentially we would come down here, and this might give us more room too. And we would end up with water splitter. Yeah, I think this might work. So basically, what I'm thinking is we would come in here, somewhere around in here, and then our water is going to be coming in from the behind of this. Do I want to let that pop right there? No, not really. See, I don't know. Am I going to be able to walk behind this? I'd really like to be able to just walk through, and it's not going to happen. So, oh shoot. Okay. Let's stop destroying the base, Troy. Be great. There we go. Okay. So the issue was that the water thing was just a little too close. So we're going to bring it up a little bit. Maybe bring it up quite a bit. So it's kind of backline justified on that one. That way I can come up here. And then we can do that. That way we can just kind of walk over those. I'm not really hating that. Then the food, the automated food plot would go something like this, right? So if it was like that, and pipe's going to come into here, and that's going to come out of there, which means I could move this over some. I don't want to have it too close. That might be a little close for the water. We're going to find out. Might just be perfect. Oh, dude, you could go between there? Yeah. That's the ticket right there. Come up here. Make this bend. Look at that. And we're going to come through here. Can you hook it up that way? I mean, that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Oh, come on. I think I'm going to reset that autosave. Should be out like 10 minutes or something. I do think it needs to be on. I mean, so I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying it's a little aggressive. Yeah, I'll just circle that around. I mean, because I don't need to like walk up there. All right, and then, so that's going to kind of go that way, right? And then in here, we're going to come 50. Holy moly. Yeah, it's going to suck up water kind of quick. So in here, we're going to say, hey, give me barley. Got it. And we're going to come out of here, and we're going to go into said merger, right? So give myself room for another. I think I can line those up. Another water thing. And so then this water pipe can come down, do a little swishy swish. And I could come up that way and go through, or I could go all the way down and go through. It's kind of a dime a dozen, half the other. So we're going to come up here to kind of keep it a little consistent. And I don't know. I don't like the fact that it would be up back there, so I do want to keep it on the ground here. There we go. Okay, I like that a little better. Okay, so at any rate, I think it's going to use 50 water. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to do. I really do. I think that sucker's going to use 50. So that's going to work on producing hops. But don't I need water production? I think I do. Alright, and what gets hooked up to this water? I assume it's water. Oh, I so should have put this like in the middle of there, but I didn't. How much can this thing water? That's the other question. Lots of good questions here. But at any rate, so we're going to go ahead and say, hey, give us water from over here. I really should have put it in between these guys. But I bet you it'll reach. I'm going to bet this is going to reach. Can it not? Can it not fit? Why can't you fit? Well, it did fit. It just was being dumb. Alright, there we go. This thing's using 10. That's easy enough. Okay. Alright, it's watering crops. But we got it. Now that we know that's a thing, right? It needs to go in between the next two over that way. I'm gonna have to figure out the whole how to collect the crops though, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So in between those two, I'm going to leave a little. But then I'm going to grab one of these watering machines. Yeah, I know. You should have it in the middle like a foursome. But because it would be a lot more efficient. I get it. but I'm learning, so whatever. Because that needs to be there. And then this would be like, you know, whatever. Somewhere there. Give or take. All right, so now let's go ahead and bring this bad boy up here. And let's go ahead and plumb to it so we don't get messed up. Okay. And then this one here can go and plumb to that. So then this can end up plumbing up to that once I'm done. There. That way I can still walk over it, right? All right, perfect. Got it. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, so we got that running. And then we would have this come down. Come through here. Come through here. Do the same principle. Get that up there. And then this, we would go ahead and do whatever we're going to do. Don't really care right now. Just want to get things moving. All right, and then how would we pick it up? So to pick it all up, it's going to come out. I mean, it'd be great if it was in its own bins. Right, that's not how I set it up. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll work that out. So let's see here. We're gonna run this into these into mergers. So now we're gonna come, like, I don't know, somewhere out there, right? Might have to go a little further, but so now that's gonna do that. And that's going to do that. So those are all going to merge like that, right? And then we're going to do the same principle down here. Grab the merger. And we're going to grab the wrong thing as usual. There we go. Put that in there. What am I out of? Freaking ironing it, man. Come on. Hopefully we've gotten some of those to stack up down here now. Because we really need them. I need basically almost an ironing it line. You know, just run ironing it right now. And that might be something I have to set up. Ironing copper before I do the big remodel and re-expansion. All right. I mean, I don't hate for a first try, and I don't hate the look so far, so that's good. So this is going to come out, hit a belt, right? And then it's going to come down, 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 and we're going to hit another merger. We're going to grab another merger. And I am fully aware that I will most likely hate this eventually and redo it and have them all dedicated and independent and blah blah blah. I know me. I know that's probably going to happen. But for the moment, this is what we're doing. And then that's all running out to the heck. Okay, I might need some TNT out here. Do I have what it takes to make the TNT? I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. It's the powder. Do we have the powder? I might not. Well, bloody heck. Got iron powder right there. Do we have any copper powder left? You gotta be kidding me, man. No copper powder for you. Alright, copper powder. Let's see. Shut this down for a second. Shut that. Well, was that iron? Shoot, that was iron. What the heck is this? Iron. Doesn't help me shut those down. Is this copper maybe over here? Yeah. Shut you down. Shut you down. So that's going to give us copper powders. Which actually, what I needed to shut down was these guys. Whoopsies, because we need you to make the copper powder. Okay. And that'll spit that out for a minute until it's kind of backed up on the belts, and then it'll be inside the machine. Alright, what does it take to make that? Let's see. I'm not doing that. Alright, what does it take to make this? The powder and iron ore and wood. Okay, alright. So we've got what we need to make some. Right, we're going to need to remember to come back and turn this back on, or do I go ahead and do it now? I'm going to do it now because I'm going to forget. I just toggled them both off because I'm being dumb. This is what's got to be turned back on. Alright, moving on. Get some food. Alright, so out here, what I need is I need the room to at least throw down a box right now, right? So we're going to make the room. Hoping not to blow up all my foundations, because that would suck. Okay. Drop back for a little bit here. Making some foundation area. Okay. All right, that worked. So basically we come in here with a freaking boatload of TNT and I don't know where that just went, whatever. And we can make our, make some base foundation areas. I think that thing's in the way. Or I'm just not hitting it. No, I think it's in the way. Maybe it wasn't in the way. Maybe the foundation was in the way. It's possible. It's probably the one that I accidentally dropped and said, whoa, where'd that go? Alright, now... How about just button this up real quick? Did I get everything? Or most of it? I don't know if it's that or something else that's blocking me. Let's assume it's that for a second. Nope, it's something else. It's probably one of those. It doesn't matter. Alright, so coming back up here. We're going to come off of here. And we're going to, for now, I think... And this is and I do hate doing this. This is going to be temporary. It is. I know it kind of sucks, but we're going to probably remodel this whole thing. It's going to have to be huge. It's going to drive me insane if it's not. Blah, blah, blah. So for now, I just want to start collecting stuff, right? So there we go. That is collecting. That's all I really care about at the moment. Just get it moving. Okay, sweet. Alright, now that that's moving, what are our options going to be here? Integrated. Yeah, I'm not doing, unless I have to for some very specific reason, I'm not building something where I got to feed it, you know? I don't want to. So how does this thing work? Without copper pipe, it doesn't. Okay, got it. Thanks. Let's see. Any copper pipe, guys? Of course not. Why would there be copper pipe in there? No. No bueno for you. Here we go. Yay, copper pipe. Alright, thinking... Alright, good enough for right now. Alright, so... My curiosity is what is this? How does it work? And what is it going to do to mess with my life? So it has more than one pipe. Does it take both water and... Let's see. At least I thought I had more than one. Maybe I maybe I didn't. Maybe I misread that. Alright, so it definitely takes steam. Was there not one over here? Oh, no. Just valves and things. Okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. Alright. So it takes steam. Doesn't take that much. And what can it do? Alright, so you can automate. Okay, so from the farms we could feed into this. Depending on the mixture, would depend on what it comes out. Excuse me. Empty barrel. I know you can make that with the wood. You're at 50, 40, 50, 60. I mean, I don't know. I don't see a huge call for doing that right now. I think I'm going to set it here so I don't forget, that it's got to be a part of our build schematics if I want to do it and our layout and whatnot, but I'm not sure if we're going to. We'll see. I mean, I probably will, but I'm not sure that there's a massive like woohoo for it either. I thought maybe it could automate like what was it that made that stuff earlier? Yeah, it was this manual brewer. Made a bunch of stuff. The machine brewer. Oh, maybe it was the same thing. Yeah, it could have been the same thing. You know what I'm thinking of? The cooking cauldron. The cooking cauldron. Just drop it right there. That was making all kinds of different things. I wanna automate cooking. That's what I want to automate. Barley. I definitely want to make that. So I need barley. Where's barley? I want to make that freaking whatever that thing is. That sandwich. I want to make sandwiches. That's what I want to do. I want to make sandwiches. So how do you make? Let's see. So let's go ahead and make fuel. Man, I don't want to go back to like dropping crap and to make things run. That I don't really want to do. I mean, I'll do it because I have to. I don't want to. Is there a cooking? Did I not do something with cooking maybe? I mean, I would have thought that had been under like automation or something. I don't see anything there. Is that cooking? No, that's a combiner. Okay. Farming? Yeah, so here's where it was originally, right? So I want to get cooking itself to be automated. Can I not do that? Can I not do that? That's the barrel maker, which, yeah, whatever. It's your auto farming. This is what allows me to make potions. Hey, there was an ice crystal. I ain't seen that yet. Yeah, I don't see it, man. I hope the devs put that in the game because, I really don't want to sit here and drop, coal and so on into the cauldron and blah blah blah. I don't want to do that. If we can help it. All right, so let's go find the iron. Oh, man, I'm glad we got a good idea what's going on here. That said, I feel like there's so much I want to rebuild. I just got done rebuilding a bunch of stuff. Like I just got done with this. Done is a strong word because I want to redo, but that's what it is. I was pretty much done. But I'm really leaning towards. I really think I'm gonna do a huge rebuild. Let's go ahead and get this running for right now. All right, let that thing get to making some money. Yep. Alright, so that will get the money flowing again, so that's good. Now, I'm trying to think this out because I don't really want to redo, you know? I don't want to redo all of it. But I also really would like it to be different. And those two things seem to be mutually exclusive. Alright. So, let's go ahead and grab some sandwiches off the grill. Let's go ahead and get the... I want to get this sandwich. The boar, bacon, something. That sounds delicious. Come on, give me the sandwich, please. Man, this thing takes forever. Alright, we have our boar bacon sandwich. Gives you 30 on the health, 20 on the hunger. I don't know, you know. Every time I think I've got, you know, enough room, I'm not even close. Like, at all. I'm like, oh, there's plenty of room. I'm great, you know, and I'm not even in the neighborhood of great. Alright, well, that will work for the short term. What kind of build? Buildy. I need to get on the gold, man. What does he have? I haven't looked in a long time. The speed ruin increases run speed. I like that. I like that a lot. I really do. Is there anything else though before I go and spend money on that I haven't unlocked? So let's just take a quick look here. That's nowhere close. Alright, so yeah, we got a huge uptick to do in automation. Did I unlock this? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Okay, looking good. Alright, yep, so we did good. We did good. We got a huge jump in money before we really can spend forward. So I'm going to get this speed run. And I don't know what this fortress key is. So we're gonna buy that. And did I buy it? And we're gonna buy that. Dig deep and whatever. Okay, fine. How does this work? It's a hot bar item. Okay. So again, I ask, how does this work? Do you have to like be holding it in your hand and then it, you know, works? It's possible. It is possible. So let's try it out. I don't see any difference. Maybe just, I mean, if anything, ever so slightly. Maybe it's reducing the amount of run. Right click to equipped. Do you have to? No. I am so confused. Really? Hold down left click. Because when I'm doing this, nothing happens when I hold down left. But when I'm holding it in my hand, hold down left and I'm mugging. But it also, it's got like mana? I don't know. Because I'm burning through it. I'm not burning through my... I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, whatever. What was I doing? Oh yeah, food. We're gonna go ahead and tell that thing to keep cooking. There we go. We got a little bit of food. I mean, nothing to write home about, but we got something. All right, we got that. We kind of figured out how this works. I can tell you we need a much different setup though. Really need these guys set up this way, coming off single belt and moving up into brewing station, the big brewing machines as we go that way. We do not have the space for this yet. Gonna have to blow a lot of crap up and make the foundations much bigger, and then we can get this part over here done. Behind us, yeah, I need to make a second floor, move all the steam up, maybe on the same level, maybe up on one above. I don't know which. Sorry, we're gonna need to make the steam and water area, and then feed the pipe straight down and straight up, and essentially relay that out so that it's not as gummed up. That's probably the right word. So I'm planning on doing the second floor, doing the pipe, the steam and water, and replumbing each unit. And then evaluating if the actual production machines need to be dealt with or not. I'm hoping not. So that's the plan for over there. Plan for over here is to flip these on the axis, bring the farming straight across, so I can go straight out and hit the brewing station items as I go that way. But it's going to take a lot of space. So yeah. So the first step on this one is to blow that up, push out the foundation. That will not be on today's episode, but that's absolutely what we're going to need to do. And so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to bring it over here. We're going to call it there for right now, and next time we'll work on those game plans. All right, y'all be good out there. Peace out, Girl Scout.